much will this new Corvette ZR1 cost? Today in this video, we're going to break down the pricing formula and strategy from Chevrolet, looking at all their different models. We're going to go all the way back even to the C7 generation. In this video, we're going to put down the frameworks towards the MSRP of this new 2025 Corvette ZR1 with over 1,000 horsepower. We're making this video first off because all you guys want to know, and secondly, so many people have been reaching out to me asking me, Austin, based off the latest news, what do you think about the pricing for the ZR1? How will it change given that it's the fastest quarter-mile American car you can really buy that's gas-powered? We're going to start out this video really going over where this new Corvette ZR1 will be. So first off, thanks for tuning in. I'm Austin. Welcome back to the Speed Phenom YouTube channel. Let's take a few steps back. How much did the C7 ZR1 cost back in 2019? Well, it was $120,000, right? The average base model car, I would say, would be around $125,000. You can spec it out to be over $140,000. So yes, it could get pretty pricey. It really could. Let's look further. Let's account that information and then look for it further. The C8 Corvette Z06 ended up being a $110,000 car. Wow, that's pretty close to the ZR1, isn't it? A little over $10,000 off. You could cross-shop basically a ZR1 and a Z06 if they were built in the same window. Why do the prices of new cars climb higher than their predecessors? There's so many reasons as to why this is in effect. First off, inflation is one big thing. We've had some crazy inflation over the past couple of years. Secondly, brands know with the value of money these days that the price needs to be adjusted accordingly. They could also make more money. With the C8 Corvette, the markups were crazy high, and Chevrolet found, well, if people are willing to pay over sticker from a $59,995 or $59,995 Corvette, it could make sense for us to increase that price and make some more money on our end of things. I believe it's important to take note that this new ZR1 will cost drastically more than what it cost back in the day. And if we really were to compare the newer Chevrolet models with each other, we're going to find some interesting patterns. The patterns we're going to find regarding price could be related to percentages. Now, if we look at the C7 Corvette Z06, that vehicle was a $78,995 Corvette. So a little bit less than $80,000, right? The new C8 Corvette Z06 is about $112,000, $113,000 brand new here in 2025. That's a big jump. That's like around a $35,000 jump just right away between the predecessor C8 Corvette Z06 and the new one. That's, if you look at the percentage of that, that's a 44% jump over a C7 Z06. Wow, 44% jump for the newer model name of the same type of car. I know the new Z06 is just incredible. It's got a flat plane crank. It's got more horsepower than the supercharged pushrod V8 C7 Z06 of the past. And I also know the new Z06 can be a lot more money. My C8 Corvette Z06 out the door after paying all the fees here in California, no markup, was $186,000. Wow, that's a lot of money, but I loved the car. I absolutely loved it. I know so many people buying high-spec Z06s for around $170,000 or so. Convertibles could be even more money. Here's what we know. When we compare what these models used to be, looking at now to generations before, we can see a trend of a pretty large price jump. And if we use these average price jumps of the past and correlate them to the future, I think we can have a pretty good ballpark as to where this new C8 Corvette ZR1 will cost. Real quickly, if you're enjoying this video, we're here in the Speed Phenom Film studio, our state-of-the-art wrap shop here on the coast of Carlsbad, California, right above San Diego. If you guys need any paper protection film or PPF on your vehicle, or if you'd like to change up the look with a new color and even add tinting or ceramic coating, please give us a call at 760-496-8607 or email support@speedphenomfilm.com for a quote. It's so much fun working on the local community of cars and subscribers' cars, so let us know if we can take care of you here at the studio. If this current Gen Z06 is 44% more money than the starting price of a C7 Corvette Z06, what would a 44% more expensive Corvette ZR1 be? That would put us at roughly $180,000, right above a high-spec Corvette Z06. And that makes a lot of sense, to me at least. When you have 1,064 horsepower, you don't want to diminish your other products in the product range. You probably are. You pretty much are, because this next one's so much faster. But do you know how you differentiate your products? By margins, by different price jumps. You're differentiating the consumer, let's say the prosumer, all these different people, by the price to your products that they're getting in their use case. Obviously, the most state-of-the-art TV from Sony is going to be a lot more money than a super advanced TV from Sony. What I'm trying to get here is this. When you have a 670 horsepower, flat plane crank, naturally aspirated Corvette, and you have one that has almost 400 more horsepower, if they were just simply $30,000 apart, why would you spec your Z06 with $30,000 in options when you can get 400 more horsepower? Right? Does that make sense? I don't think I would have paid $186,000 for my C8 Corvette Z06 if I could get a ZR1 with a starting price of less. Chevrolet knows that. These cars have such a wide range where you can climb up with price. They can't be close to each other. They can't. And they also know with the performance of besting so many supercars that cost more money, and these supercars cost $300,000 or more, why should they price this vehicle in such a way where they can't make all the profit they deem is on the table? Chevrolet knows right now that when they price this car, whatever margin they're going to make, dealers are going to make way more. They know the dealers are going to try to make $100,000, if not more money, over the MSRP. However, if the starting MSRP is already pretty high, the amount of money these dealers can make over a sticker will in fact diminish, because now the vehicle is just more expensive to begin with. And that's when you really start getting a balance with things. Let's say if this Corvette was a $400,000 car, could the dealer still charge $100,000 over sticker? I don't think so. They're able to do it because they know the starting price is so achievable, and the valuation of this car could be so much more that when someone looks at the price of it, they think, well, I could see this vehicle costing that much money because the competitors are around the same price. So I don't have a problem with spending Ferrari money. Chevrolet, I think, knows with all the opportunities in front of them, 9.6 second quarter mile, 2.3 seconds 0 to 60, 1,064 horsepower, a limited production vehicle, they can make a lot of money here. And I think it's safe to assume, if we compare how much this Z06 is, that being 44% more, if we equate that to this new ZR1, I can't foresee the ZR1 being $149,000 or $150,000. It's got to be a bit more. So we're going to throw out there $180,000, right above $200,000, but still enough of a differentiating margin that you would buy this over a Z06 if you've got the extra money to spend. Finally, to conclude with this price difference here, let's look at the C8 Corvette Stingray. The C8 Corvette Stingray was a $59,000 car. Now it's a $70,000 car. If we compare that to a C8 Corvette Z06, the Z06 costs over $40,000 more. Over 40 grand more. The ZR1 got a lot more horsepower. Even if we threw $40,000 above the Z06, that would still put you over $150,000. Let's say it's $170,000 or $160,000. The average spec would be still around $180,000, right, with a few options. So regardless, I think people will be spending about $180,000 for this new Corvette ZR1. So I would predict that is where this price will be based off revealing the patterns of the past. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. It really helps me out. And subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. While you do that, to hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all the new videos coming out. I'll see you in the next one.